Yeah, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up? Give y'all a little sneak peek of something that arrived that we went and picked up this morning. We've had 3 H&R salesmen come see us this spring, and I think everybody knows we're John Deere people, but I'm sure we'll cover more of that in a upcoming video. We'll go more in depth on that. So today is August the 28th, Thursday. We got started selling corn yesterday afternoon about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Had some kinks to work out, but hopefully we got all the kinks worked out. Oh. Alright, we got to put her in road gear because he's all the way down there. Like I said, today is Thursday, August the 28th, I think. And like I said, we're out here shelling corn. We got started yesterday afternoon, about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Shelled 3 truckloads. Just getting everything set and calibrated and all, and see what the corn was going to do, and get all the bugs worked out of it. On the grain cart as well, because you know we've done a big major overhaul on it. So, but it's running good, running quiet and smooth. All the work that we've done to the corn header, so much better. We was having a little trouble with our cross auger, wanting to slip the clutch on it, but we got that remedied. But corn is doing extremely well. We're doing really good. We're very tickled with it so far. As you can see, it's still got quite a bit of green out in it. We did fungicide this corn, but the first load we shelled check 17, and then after that but that was off our inrows, and the next 2 loads have been 15.5, which is perfect. Dry is 15. Test weight has been tremendous so far. 60.8 was one load and 60.9 was another. So doing really really good. That trailer, we're only running the blue truck right now. The green Hornet is hooked to the water trailer. Dylan desiccated some soybeans this morning, so be soybean harvest time here about a week to 10 days. So, but we're just running the one trailer right now, the 30-foot jet. It normally holds about 900 to 950. Well, I had 1,000 on her this morning, 1,018 to be exact, and that's just because the corn is doing so good, or weighing so good. So, but this, we got two hybrids out here, LG 67C07 and LG 65C30. Yeah, they're doing both extremely well. There was one point in time when we sprayed it and we was getting all that wet weather, we thought we had done killed this corn. But it come out of it, finally got some sunshine, got some heat, got it to growing, and then it came out of it. But it is doing extremely well. We're tickled to death with it. He can't hardly make her, he can't make a round. He comes down and about halfway up and he's full. But that 8-row header, it makes a difference. As you can see, this corn has still got some green leaves, and them stalks, man, them are just damp and wet. But it's checking dry, I promise you. Them ain't very big ears, but them are some heavy ears, I'll tell you that. But they say that's what you want. You want your corn to be dry, but your stalk's still green. So there's one hybrid out here that has a little bit better stalk health than the other. I do know that because one's quite a bit greener than the other one. But they are both doing extremely well. Got the blade tractor on the cart and all this year. That tractor does a lot better on the grain cart. I guess it's just the way it's geared. It does a lot better on the grain cart than the other two. But the planting tractor is on the bush hog, and the 50 sitting in the shed till canola planting time. This field right here is going to go to canola this year. And then we got Big John hooked to the new tillage tool that we'll tell you more about in an upcoming video. Here with the corn cob. Alright, I better go catch it. We got the cart full. Now we got to truck it all the way up the hill.
Hello, YouTube. We're having a little experiment there where we ripped 230 to 240 where we ripped no-till ground 170 to 180. No-till, no yield.
That a corn header running OEM parts. I don't know how in the world it is shelling corn without $10,000 worth of Calmer upgrades. Relax, guys, I'm being sarcastic, but look like the old header doing a pretty good job to me with just old stock John Deere parts. guess what? With the regular sprockets on it, we're not having to run it at the speed of sound to get it to take the corn in. Somebody on my Ag Talk was like, well, if you put the camera slow down sprockets on it for the gathering chains, you got to put the overdrive sprocket on the end of it to speed the header back up one. And then I'm sitting there thinking, well, ain't that just gonna make the chains run at the speed they was? I don't know. I think a lot of these aftermarket companies come up with the problem so they can sell the solution. But that's just me. I would like to have some of them little coaster things that run up underneath the road and slice them stalks up as you shell corn. I think it'd be snazzy as crap. We are shelling on some LG corn today. This is the first corn we're planting. We had LG 65C03. It's got a big old girthy ear on it, and I have never seen a corn with a stalk on it like it. I mean, that's some gun. The corn is checking 15 and a half, and that stalk, I think we're sitting on C07 stalks right now. See if I can find some. Camera don't do it justice, but them old stalks on that C03, they are just as green as they could be. I believe you could wring juice out of them. Wanted to, which that's good. I mean, that means we had good plant health all the way to the end. It didn't die on us prematurely, which we fungicided this corn, and the other corn we got beside the 65C03, we have 67C07. Was a real good corn for us last year, and it is a point, even though it's a 2-day longer maturity corn, it is a point drier than the 65C30. Yield is, they're both yielding right in there at the same. The C07 is shelling a lot easier than the 65C30. If I had to plant a farm in the corn, and I knew the corn was going to have to stand for a while before I got to it to harvest it, that 65C30 would definitely be one I would take a look at. Well, as some of y'all remember, I tried out a new corn called Integra that my buddy Terry Woodrow in Illinois sent down here for me to try. We're gonna have to get Uncle Terry on the channel here one of these days. But this is Integra. I've got to get my monitor up. Ooh. 6493 Integra. And let me tell you, she is pumping out some numbers. And I wish I, yeah, there we go. Yeah. What's up? What's up with that? Look at there. Oh, Crop Critic ain't the only one that can grow some corn. You want to talk about a steep, rolling, tough piece of dirt right here. But I think we have finally got this son of a gun. I think this is our 4th year profitable. 1 out of 3 years we've made a profit on this farm. But I think this year will be the year that we actually make some real money on this farm. We come over here in the spring and deep ripped it. We ripped this baby just as deep as that old 8560 could pull it. We applied lime to it last fall. It was bad out of kilter on lime. We got her limed. And you know, we've been putting out a lot of fertility on this farm. And the crops ain't been making that great, even though we've been putting out all that fertility. Well, maybe this year was the year all that fertility became available, because I am tickled pink with what the corn is making on this old steep rolling hill farm. Now back there, when we go through the gap to the backfield, this is the farm we affectionately call the Grand Canyon field. Y'all remember it? The first project we ever used our Reynolds dirt pan on. Yeah, we call this the Grand Canyon farm. There's no longer a Grand Canyon on it, but man, like I say, this is the 4th year we've worked it, and up until this year, made a profit on it maybe 1 out of 3 years. Well, hopefully we are on the road to recovery. Hopefully we have rehabbed this baby. Guys, some of the best money I've ever spent. Y'all talk about how much fuel I burn ripping. That is some of the best money I spend on this farm, is pulling that ripper. Forget your foo-foo juices. Forget all that crap. That ripper, it is something about this corn allowing them roots to go down there deeper and not be impeded that just wakes them up. But we just come from a farm that we no-tilled, and it did not do that great. We come from a farm that we done some men-till on, and it done really good. Second best average it's ever made.